from Shivras College, Gadinglas, subject biology. For 12th science, we study the topic number 3, that is the inheritance and variation. In that, in last lecture, we studied the Mendel's experiment, its laws, and also we studied the monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross with the help of Mendel's experiment. Today, we are going to see the deviation from the Mendel's law. As the Mendel says that, Mendel explained that the monohybrid cross is having the phenotypic ratio is 3:1, and also he explained that the every character is a dominant which appear in the F1 generation. These are the two, and also he explained his laws, that is the gametes are separate during the alleles are separate during the gamete formation. These are the explanations are given by the Mendel. But after the Mendel's work, these other scientists work on his experiment, and they find that there are the deviations. There are some deviations from the Mendel's explanation. So we first study the incomplete domination, which is the deviation from Mendel's law, that it says that the dominant character, every character is not a dominant, but at the same time it shows the incomplete dominance. Similarly, there are also other deviations from Mendel's law, that is the codominance. Now, what is mean by the codominance? It is a condition in which the both alleles of a gene pair in heterozygous condition are fully expressed. In incomplete dominance, we says that the characters or the alleles are expressed partially, but here both the alleles are expressed at the same time, and therefore this is called as a codominance. The example of codominance in case of the human being, that is the blood group. In human being, there are the 4 types of blood group, that is the A blood group, B blood group, O blood group, and AB blood group. These are the 4 blood groups in case of the human being. As in case of human being, the blood group is controlled by the gene that is called as a I gene. Okay, this I gene shows the 3 alleles, that is the IA, IB, and IO. These are the 3 alleles are shown by the I gene. As we know, every gene has the 2 alleles. That for example, in case of the height, the genes are 2, that is the capital T and small t, that is the tall and dark. But in case of blood group, that is the gene I, it is having the 3 alleles, that is the IA, IB, and IO. Here, IA and IB is subscripted A and B. Okay, this shows the A and B. With this A and B stands for the glycoproteins or the sugar polymers. And O, okay, and O blood group does not contains any sugar polymer. Okay, the allele IA is dominant over the IO. Similarly, IB is dominant over the O, and IA and IB shows the codominance. How? IA and as every gene contains, every organism contains the 2 alleles. For example, in case of the blood group having person A blood group, it is having the 2 alleles, that is the IA and I, or IA. These are the 2 genes. But in case of IB, there is a IB, IO. These are the 2 alleles for that blood group. But here, in case of codominance, the AB blood group is expressed at the same time, and therefore the person having the 2 alleles, that is the A and B. Next slide. Okay, here the genotype having IA or IA-IO, the person is having the blood group A. Similarly, IB-IB or IB-IO, that is the blood group is having the type B. IA-IB, that having the type AB blood group, and the person having the alleles IO-IO, then the blood group is a O. Okay. Now, here the AB blood group shows the codominance. What is codominance? That is the both the alleles are equally shows their appearance in the F1 generation. Suppose the parent having A blood group and the parent having O blood group. If they cross then we get the offspring which is having the A blood group. Suppose we cross the parent having B blood group and O blood group, then the offspring obtained from their crossing, the offspring having the blood group O. In this way, we get A and B blood group if there is a, because IA and IB are the dominant over the O. But in case of suppose the person having A blood group and person having blood group, they are cross, and then the offspring obtained is having the AB blood group. Means that both A and B are expressed simultaneously, and therefore this AB blood group shows the codominance. Next. Okay, the second example is the roan coat color in the cattle. Roan means what? The skin. Okay, the skin. On the skin there are the hairs in case of the animals like cattle, horse. Okay, we here take the cattle. We see the some cattle having the white and brown patches or white or black patches on their body. It is due to the codominance, because both the color are expressed at the same time, and therefore both the color shows the dominance. That is the called as a roan color. Okay, there are the two types, one with the red coat and other is the white coat color. Okay, when red cattle is crossed with the white cattle, the F1 hybrid is a RW, which is having both the white and the red color, which is called as a roan color. Okay, that color is called as a roan color, and both are equally shows their appearance in F2 F1 generation. Therefore, this is a codominance shown by the roan color. Next. Here, the crossing where takes place. The parent phenotype is a red coat color and a white coat color is crossed. Their genotypes are, for red coat, it is a capital R, for white coat, capital W. Then their gametes are capital R and capital W. Then the crossing over takes place and F1 generation is having the RW. As we know, the Mendel says that the offspring or the character which expressed in F1 generation is a dominant character. But here both the characters are expressed in the F1 generation, that is the roan color is expressed, and therefore both the character shows the codominance. If we self between the roan color, that is the selfing between the RW and RW, we get the F2 generation. In F2 generation, in this side there are the male parents, here this is the female parents gametes. Here is the R, here is the W, similarly here is the R, here is a W. Okay, R is crossed with RR, there is a red color. R is crossed with the W, there is a RW. Again W is crossed with the R, there is a RW. Again W is crossed with the W, then there is a white color. Here the parental expressions are appear, but there are other two expressions are also appear. The RW shows the roan color, and here also the RW shows the roan color, and due to that the phenotypic ratio deviate from the Mendel's ratio. That is the 1:2, 2:1. Okay, Mendel's experiment what shows the phenotypic ratio is 3:1, but here it shows the codominance, and therefore the ratio is get changed, that is the 1:2, 2:1, because the roan color is a 2 and the red and the white are only in one number, and therefore the ratio shows deviation from the Mendel's experiment. Next. Now we study the multiple alleles and inheritance of the blood group. As Mendel says that every gene contains the two alleles. Every gene shows the two alleles, or for every character, the particular gene contains the two alleles. For example, in case of the height, in case of the character height, there are the T and the capital T and small t. These are the two genes. In case of yellow color, there is a capital Y color, there is a capital Y, small y. In this way, there are the two alleles for a particular character. But in some cases, the gene having more than two alleles, that is called as a multiple alleles. Okay, more than two alternative forms of alleles of a gene in a population occupying the same locus on a chromosome or its homologous are known as a multiple allele. Okay. Now in case of human being, as last slide we see that the blood group. Okay. In blood group there are the three alleles. That is the capital IA, IB and IO. These are the three alleles for the gene I, and therefore it shows the multiple allelism which is we seen in case of the human being. Here the O is a recessive and A and B are the dominant, but A and B are shows the codominance. Next. As last slide we also see that how the genes are expressed in case of the blood group. If person having the A blood group, then it has having the two alleles, that is if IA, capital IA or capital IA, capital IO. These are the genotypes of the person which is having the blood group A. The person having the blood group B, it has having capital IB, capital IB or IB-IO. Why? Because IO is the recessive. If the person mother is having the O blood group and father is having the A blood group, then only A blood group is expressed in the offspring. Therefore, the person is having the A blood group. Similarly, if the person is having IB-IO, then the person shows the B blood group. If the person having IA-IB genes, then it shows the AB blood group, and the person having the IO alleles, then it shows the O blood group. In this way, the blood group shows the multiple allelism, which is the deviation from the Mendel's experiment. Next is the pleiotropy. Now, what is mean by the pleiotropy? As Mendel says that one gene controls the one character. Okay, one gene controls the one. Suppose the gene for a height, it controls only the height. But in some cases, one gene contains more than two characters, then it is called as a pleiotropy. When a single gene controls two or more different traits, it is called as a pleiotropic gene, and this phenomenon is called as a pleiotropy or the pleiotropism. In case of pleiotropy, the phenotypic ratio is 2:1 instead of 3:1. As we know, the Mendel's experiment shows that in monohybrid cross, there is the phenotypic ratio is a 3:1. But in case of pleiotropy, there is a 2:1 ratio. Now, why it is 2:1? We see in the next slide. But in case of disease, that is also hemophilia, or it is also called as a sickle cell anemia. What is mean by the sickle cell anemia? Sickle cell anemia, it is the condition in which the red blood cell becomes a half moon shape. Okay, and we know that the blood, in case of red blood cells having the circular or elliptical shape, but in case of sickle cell anemia, there is a half moon shape the blood cells. Okay, in case of sickle cell anemia, the gene controls the two characters. That is, one is a HBA and other is a HBS. HBA shows the normal appearance, normal person, or HBS shows the sickle cell anemia, sickle cell disease. That is the two characters. That is the one is the normal character and one is the sickle cell anemia. Therefore, this is called this sickle cell anemia. It is the example of the pleiotropy. Suppose the person is affected from the sickle cell disease. Then how he is become a sickle cell? It is due to the person which is the carrier for that disease. Okay, the sickle cell carrier shows the HBA, HS. Okay, when there is a HBA and HS, then the person is the only carrier. He is not affected. If there is a HBA, then the person is a normal. But if the person is having HBA and HBS, then person is called as a carrier. He not he is not affected. Only he is the carrier of that disease. If the person is a carrier is crossed with the another carrier, okay, then we get the results as per this crosses. We get the gametes in this manner, that is the HBA and HBS. Okay, here are the two gametes, HBA and HBS. Similarly, here is also two gametes, that is the HBA, HBS. Okay, when HBA crosses with HBA from this parent, then there is a HBA, HBA, which is a normal, that is not, that offspring is not affected by the sickle cell anemia. Similarly, the person having HBA is crossed with the person having HBS, then the person is having this type of genotype, that is the HBA, HBS, then this is the sickle cell anemia carrier. Similarly, again the HBS is crosses with the HBA, then also there is a sickle cell anemia carrier, because HBA and HBS is the sickle cell anemia carrier. Next, the HBS is crossed with the HBS, then the person is affected from the sickle cell anemia, and due to that, as it is a affected person, it dies, and therefore the ratio is become 1:2 or 2:1, because one normal person is there and two carrier persons are there, and it shows the deviation from the Mendel's law, that is the phenotypic ratio of Mendel's experiment is a 3:1, but here is the 2:1, which is in case of the paleotropy. Next. Okay. Still now we study the Mendel. Mendel performed the experiment. As I say, he is a mathematician, he is not a biologist, and due to that, many years his work is not recognized. Due to that, and after some era of the Mendel's in nearby 19,000 year, the several scientists work on this Mendel work, and they found that there is something is transmitted from the parents to the offspring. And what is that? So they study the cells under the microscope, and after the studying under the microscope, they find out the chromosome, and due to that, these persons explains the theory. That theory is known as a chromosomal theory of inheritance. What the chromosomal theory of inheritance says, that the gametes carry all the hereditary character, they link between parent and the offspring. As the Mendel says that the factors are transmitted from the parents to the offspring, and factors are the similar word to the gene, and due to that, the genes, they give the name the factor the gene, and they say that the genes are transmitted from the parents to the offspring. Then nucleus of gamete contains the chromosome which carries the all hereditary character. As we know, in the cell there is a nucleus. Inside the nucleus there is the chromosome, and chromosomes are made up of the DNA. And on DNA there is a sequence of the DNA, and the particular segment of DNA is represent the gene. And this explains these chromosomes are responsible for the hereditary character. Next, the chromosomal theory shows that the chromosomes are found in a pair in somatic or a diploid cell. Diploid cell or somatic cell, we know, we study in 11th standard what is the diploid cell, what is the somatic cell. Okay, diploid cell which is having the two sets of chromosome, that is called as a diploid cell. Okay. Next, during gamete formation, homologous chromosome pairs are separate at meiosis. In cell division, we study how the chromosomes separate from each other, and due to that, the cell become a haploid in case of meiosis. In case of mitosis, it is become a diploid, but in case of meiosis, it will become a haploid. So, in meiosis, these homologous chromosomes are get segregate and separate in the meiosis. In the metaphase, anaphase phase, we see how the chromosomes get separate. Thus, each gamete contain only one chromosome of a pair. In every gamete, there is a single pair of the chromosome. Next, during fertilization, the union of the sperms and egg restore the diploid number of the chromosome. The theory says that the way the two gametes are crossed, okay, when there is a fertilization takes place between the two gametes, then these fertilization again maintain the diploid condition. In meiosis, what happened? The cell is converted from diploid to haploid condition, but during fertilization, this haploid condition is again converted into the diploid condition. In this way, the chromosomal theory explains the the work which is done by the Mendel in the particular manner, and due to that, the Mendel's work is recognized. Next, as the chromosome is a unit, or it is responsible for transmission of the characters from one generation to next generation. Then what is this chromosome is? The chromosomes are filamentous bodies inside the nucleus. Okay, chromosomes are filamentous bodies inside the nucleus. We know in the cell there is a nucleus, and inside the nucleus there is some filament like structures are present. That filaments like structures are called as a chromosome. Chromosomes are made up of two identical halves called as a chromatids. Okay, we know, we study the chromosomes in the cell division. We see the structure of the chromatids. We get the two chromatids. Okay, the chromosomes are made up of these two halves. They are known as a chromatids. They become a distinct during the cell division. The chromosomes. Okay, the chromosome does not see the any time, but they are become a distinct. We can see under the microscope at the time of cell division, or also in the cell division in the metaphase. Okay, in the cell division, the metaphase, it is become a distinct. Why it is become distinct? Because the chromosomes get constricted, and due to that we can observe the chromosomes in the metaphase. The chromosomes are capable of self-duplication. Okay, during cell division we study the cell cycle. In cell cycle we say the interphase. First phase is the interphase. In that interphase, the duplication of chromosome number takes place. Okay, duplication of chromosome number takes place. It is due to the duplication of the chromosome. Okay, it is due to the duplications of the chromosome. Next, they play a vital role in a heredity, mutation, variation, and the evolution. Okay, chromosomes play a very important role in the variations. Also, they are responsible for transmission of the characters from one generation to the next generation, or from parents to the offspring. The number of chromosomes is constant and specific for every species. Every species have a constant number of chromosomes. For example, in case of human being, there are 46 chromosomes are present in the cell. Okay, or there are the 23 pairs of the chromosomes are present in the human cell. It is a specific number. Or for other organisms also they are having the specific numbers. In some cases, in some animals it is having the 2 chromosomes. In case of the onion there are the 16 chromosomes. In this way, every organisms having the specific number of chromosomes. Okay, now we see the structure of chromosome. Okay, in the structure of chromosome we see it as having the filament like structure. Okay, in filament like structure it shows the constriction, and the first constriction is called as a primary constriction, or it is also called as a centromere. Okay, here this is the centromere. This centromere is a site where the spindle fibers are attached to the chromosome during the cell division. Okay. Next, the chromosomes also show the constriction at the base, and also show the at this place. These are called as the secondary constriction. Here, this constriction is the site for the formation of the nucleolus. Next, the chromosomes are made up of the DNA. Okay, this DNA are in the form of the thread-like structure, and due to that DNA, this DNA controls the several characters. The next, last part of the chromosome, that is called as a telomere. This is the site which is having the sticky end, which is attached to the nuclear membrane. As we see in the meiosis, there is a bucket stage. In that bucket stage, the chromosomes are attached to the nuclear membrane. Okay, it is due to this telomere. Okay, this is about the chromosomes, and in this way we complete the several parts from the inheritance and variation. As today's lecture, we study the deviations from the Mendel's experiment, that is the incomplete dominance. Then we study the codominance. We also study the multiple alleles and the pleiotropy. In these cases, we see it shows the deviations from the phenotypic ratio of the Mendel's experiment. So, next lecture we study the next part. Thank you.